Good day, Math 6 learners! Welcome back to our second episode in Mathematics 6. Again, I am teacher Isla Saison Palar, your Math 6 helper. I am here to help you understand your math lesson well. Let's learn together. Mathematics is your fantastic subject. So kindly get your pen, paper, and self-learning module. And let's learn more challenging lesson today. The second episode in Mathematics 6 Quarter 4 Week 8 is about solving routine and non-routine problems involving experimental probability. Our learning competency is to solve routine and non-routine problems involving experimental probability. In this lesson, you are expected to solve routine and non-routine problems involving experimental probability. Before going to our new lesson today, let's have a review of our previous lesson about making simple prediction of events based on the results of experiment. Look at this one. I think you are familiar with it. Right, this is a pack of mixed nuts with corn chips, green peas, and peanuts. I will pick some of it from this pack, and let's try to find out how many corns, peas, and peanut will be picked from the pack with the 9 trials. Try to look at the table and let's find the experimental probability of getting the following. Number 1, corn. Number 2, peas. Number 3, peanut. Okay, look at the table. Number of trials. Trial number 1, corn. Trial number 2, peas. Trial number 3, corn. Trial number 4, peas. Trial number 5, corn. Trial number 6, peas. Trial number 7, corn. Trial number 8, peanut. Trial number 9, corn. Okay, so can you give now your answer? What is your answer for number 1? Okay, that is 5 over 9. Number 2 answer, that is 3 over 9, or that is 1/3 in lowest term. What about your answer for number 3? Okay, so that is 1 over 9. Fabulous! All your answers are correct. Congratulations! Example number 1. Leo conducted an experiment called card picking. Following the steps. 1. Take a card from the bag. 2. Record the color and return the card in the bag. 3. Repeat the process. The table shows the result of his experiment. Blue 7 times, green 12 times, red 17 times, total of 36 times in all. What is the experimental probability of picking green cards? Use the following steps in solving routine and non-routine problems involving experimental probability. Step number 1. What is asked? The answer is the experimental probability of picking a green card. Next, what are the given facts? We have 7 blue cards, 12 green cards, and 17 red cards. Step number 2, planned. What strategy can we use to solve the problem? We will use the formula in finding experimental probability. Step number 3, solve. How many trials were made? So 7 plus 12 plus 17 is equal to 36. So there are 36 trials. How many times the green card was picked? The green card was picked for 12 times. Use the formula. Experimental probability of an event is equal to the number of times favorable outcomes occur over the number of trials in the experiment. So we have P green card is equal to 12 over 36. Next, we need to simplify. Divide both 12 and 36 by their GCF, which is 12. So 12 divided by 12 is equal to 1. 36 divided by 12 is equal to 3. So P green card is equal to
1 over 3. So the answer is the probability of picking the green card is 1 over 3. We have here another example. Example number 2. A medical study tests a new medicine on 4,800 participants. It is effective for 4,200 participants. Find the experimental probability that the medicine is effective. Solve using the same steps that we need to follow in solving word problem. Step number 1, understand. A. What is asked? The answer is the experimental probability that the medicine is effective. B. What are the given facts? We have 4,800 and 4,200 participants. Step number 2, plan. What strategy can we use to solve the problem? Use the formula in finding experimental probability. Third, solve. By using the formula, experimental probability of an event is equal to the number of times favorable outcomes occur over the number of trials in the experiment. So we have here P effective, that is 4,200 over the 4,800 participants. Next, we need to simplify. Divide both 4,200 and 4,800 by their GCF, which is 600. 4,200 divided by 600 is equal to 7. 4,800 divided by 600 is equal to 8. So phi effective is equal to 7 over 8. So the answer, the probability that medicine is effective is 7 over 8.
Can you recall the steps in solving routine and non-routine problems involving experimental probability? The steps are to plan. What strategy to use in solving the problem? Number 3, solve. Solve using the experimental probability. Experimental probability is equal to the number of times favorable outcomes occur over the number of trials in the experiment. You know already the formula and steps in solving routine and non-routine problems involving experimental probability. To check with your understanding, you answer what's more on your self-learning module and write your answer on your answer sheet.
A spinner is divided into 4 equal sections numbered 1 through 4. It spun 100 times. It stopped at section 1 28 times, section 2 35 times, section 3 25 times, and section 4 12 times. Find the probability that 3 will be spun. Letter A. What is asked? What is your answer? Timer starts now. Time is up. The answer is the experimental probability that the 3 will be spun. Next, letter B. What are the given facts? What is your answer? Timer starts now. Time is up. The answer is 4 equal sections numbered 1 through 4, spun 100 times. It stopped at section 1 28 times, section 2 35 times, section 3 25 times, and section 4 12 times. Next, letter C. Solve. What is your answer? Timer starts now. Time is up. The answer is experimental probability of an event is equal to the number of times favorable outcomes occur over the number of trials in the experiment. So P span of 3 is equal to 25 over 100. Next, simplify. Divide both 25 and 100 by their GCF, which is 25. So 25 divided by 25 is equal to 1. 100 divided by 25 is equal to 4. So P span of 3 is equal to 1 over 4. What is the answer again? For letter D, the answer is the probability that 3 will be spun is 1 over 4.
Let's check your answer. How many of you got 4 correct answers? If you didn't make it perfectly, it's okay. That shows that you are trying, but maybe you just need more practice. Do not forget the sayings, constant practice makes perfect. If you still need some training about the lesson, the DepEd Commons and the DepEd TV official YouTube channel are there with your self-learning module to develop more your mathematical skills. That's it for today, but I'll be back for our last episode, solving routine and non-routine problems involving theoretical probability. But if you still need some training about the lesson, the DepEd Commons and the DepEd TV official YouTube channel are there with your self-learning modules to develop more your mathematical skills. Again, this is Teacher Isfia Saison Palar, your Math 6 helper, saying to you, mathematics assures everyone that in every problem, it has always a solution. Thank you and God bless.